Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and I am just a little bit curious where my pitching staff is here. Not sure Graves is going to be ready to go tomorrow and Zap's not super rested either. So that could be interesting tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we are in Milwaukee to take on the Brewers today. So I guess I could have done that before I hit record, I guess, but just occurred to me that I should check because Graves pitched, I think, just one extra inning, but that seems to be a lot to ask these days, even though everybody's stamina, especially Pauly and Graves, their stamina should be an A rating. So you wouldn't think 7 would be that much to ask for them, but we'll find out tomorrow. Brewers lineup looks to be what we have been seeing. They've got Elder on the mound, who, the gray bar, we know that's a draft pick from the last few years. Don't believe we have seen him before, so I don't know what we're going to be facing today. Don't know if he's actually a starter either. He could be a spot starter, which the 0-0 record kind of lends itself to. ERA isn't amazing. Seen worse, but it's not great. Kester now at the plate. We do have an off day coming up here on the 6th, so I have to remember on, I guess that'd be Monday, put in the bench guys. Kester with a 1-1 count. Excuse me. Coughing fit out of nowhere. 1-2 the count on Kester. And he puts this ball into left center field for a leadoff single. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He's going to bat right-handed. So they check on Kester over at first. Marvin will look at strike one on a high fastball. And then a curveball that bounces in. I did not catch how hard Elder threw that fastball to get an idea for the speed we're working with here. A low 80s though, looks like, and that one was too high. So it looks like we might have a Graves type thrower out on the mound. So far it's not done so well for the Brewers. They've not got anybody out, and already the Squirrels with runners on the corners. That will bring Chief into the game, and he smacks this one through the right side of the infield. First run of the game is already in. 1-0 Squirrels. Terry now at the plate. Runners on first and second. And again, I feel like I have to emphasize, still nobody out. This should be an out, a fly ball into center field. Oh no, it landed in. Gwen couldn't get there. It's another hit and another RBI. Apparently the runners knew something I didn't. So Frank at the plate now, a 2-0 Squirrels lead. Runners still on first and second. And Frank with the 2-0 count. I would imagine the Brewers have already got to have something working in the bullpen. That pitch catches the outside corner, makes it 3-1. There's a fly ball. Bill Hall will go back, and he will grab that. Infield fly is called. So, on the 5th batter, the Brewers finally get an out. Tom then puts the ball right down into the left field corner. Chief's going to score easily, and that is an RBI double. Moves runners into second and third for Zach. Still only the one out. Zach is going to hit this one foul. A line drive into the seats down the right field line. This is up the middle for another base hit, and this is turning real ugly early. 2 RBI double makes it, gosh, what are we up to now? 5-0 already? On the 8th batter of the game. And only one out. Yeah, that will be it for Elder. Mosquera is going to come in. And the Brewers are going to go ahead and switch the left side of their infield already. So the Elder experiment did not go well. Joey now at the plate, 1 out, runner on second. Elder is responsible for Zach out there on second base. Joey hits this one right to Bill Hall at third. He looks back the runner and goes to first. 2 away, Jonathan at the plate. Has not gotten a hit yet this year. Looks at strike 1. Squirrels have sent all 9 batters of their starting lineup to the plate in this first inning. Jonathan strikes out, but a 5-run explosion to start the game. Elder, I'm sorry to say, was a complete disaster out there. Tony Gwynn Jr. is going to lead off for the Brewers. You see the normal lineup, Jonathan on the mound for the Squirrels. So, Tony Gwynn Jr. looks at strike 1. And that fastball just a touch high. Comes back with a slider that breaks too far outside. 2-1. Gwynn swings at his first pitch but comes up empty. 2-2. We got a full count now to start the game. That fastball down and away. Jonathan comes back with a palm ball that's going to be put just into center field for a leadoff single. That'll bring Ronnie Cedeno to the plate. He swings and misses at a slider. Swings and misses at another slider. And Jonathan blows a fastball by him. 1 away. That'll bring Ryan Braun to the plate. And there is strike 1. Ground ball, foul. Palm ball swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 away, Bill Hall at the plate. Sitting above 307 home runs. That's pretty decent start to the year. So you're just a couple days into May. I think actually season started, I think exactly 1 month ago today. Ground ball to short. Joey goes to first with it. That's the only out they need. We'll move into the second inning. Still a 5-0 ball game. Squirrels are right back to the top of their order. So a lot of base hits this first time around. Kester got a single in his first at-bat. Has a 1-1 count to start this outing. And high fastball called strike 2. And then bounces that slider in. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Marvin at the plate got a single in his first at-bat, and he is going to switch around left-handed this time. Pops this one foul, but it will make the screen. That wasn't that high. I don't know if popped is the right word there, but regardless, watches that ball down in the dirt. And the ground ball right over first base. Nitro grabs it and steps on the bag for the second out. Chief also with a single in his first at-bat. Now has bases empty with 2 outs. Takes a ball. Takes another ball. Looks at a strike. I think he was taking all the way there. Swings at this one, but he's behind it. 2-2. Called strike 3. Chief didn't like the call, but I do think it was a strike. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Still a 5-0 Squirrels lead. Nitro will lead things off for Milwaukee. Nitro also looking to have a strong start to the season. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. Is well behind on that fastball. 0-2. Looks at strike 3, another fastball up in the zone. That'll bring Mercado to the plate. And he will look at a strike on a palm ball. Grounds this one foul. 0-2. Ground ball. Chief charges it, throws to first. 2 away. Muto at the plate. Not real sure why he's not batting sixth instead of Mercado, going by the stats. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch swung on and missed. 0-2. That pitch too low. Muto does not go chase it. And he will hit this slider back to Kester, who throws to first, and that will end the inning. We go into the third inning. Still 5-0 Squirrels. Terry will lead things off. Terry with a single in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. That pitch is down and out. The slider didn't make its way back to the plate. A knuckle curve more specifically. That one's called a strike. If we've seen that pitch, I don't remember it. Another shallow hit into center field, and it will land in for another base hit for Terry. Frank, he popped out to Bill Hall. I think Hall was still playing short at the time. Has an 0-2 count here, and swings at a forkball in the dirt. First out of the inning will bring Tom to the plate. He got a double in his first at-bat, and looks at a ball here. There's a called strike, makes it 1-1. Fouled away into the dugout, or right on top of it anyway. Then a ground ball, a bit of a high hop to third. Hall goes to second with it, and they do get the out there. No throw to first, so runner still on first base with 2 outs. Zach at the plate. He also hit a double in his first at-bat. Has a 1-1 count here. There's another called strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the third inning. Things seem to have gone much better for the Brewers since Mosquera came in, but unfortunately Elder left them with a 5-0 hole. Van Hecken will come to the plate for Milwaukee. Jonathan starts him off with a fastball for strike 1. Another fastball goes by for strike 2. And this one hit towards third. Chief will catch it on the fly. Mosquera at the plate now. Actually has a 375 average. Don't know how many at-bats that's over, but he will look at strike 1. Hits this one back to Jonathan. 2 away. Tony Gwynn Jr. hit a base hit in his first at-bat. I believe the lone Brewers hit so far. And he has a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. That palm ball drifts outside. Fouls this one off his foot. Seems to be okay. 2-2. This pitch is too low. Got a full count. Jonathan with a curveball that's popped out to second. Kester makes the grab. We move into the fourth inning. Still a 5-0 game. Joey will come to the plate for the Squirrels. Joey, I missed it. He did make an out his last at-bat, though off the top of my head I don't remember how. No, Jonathan struck out. Did Joey strike out too? I don't think so. No, he ground out to third. That's what he did. And that was when Bill Hall had moved over to third. This one, right over third base. That's going to get through for a base hit. So that'll bring Jonathan to the plate. He's still looking for his first hit this year. First pitch is a slider that's too low. And a ground ball. This looks like a double play ball. Cedeno to second. Muto does not throw to first. A bit surprisingly. Brings Kester to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Kester 1 for 2 so far. Looks at a ball. Pops this one up right at the plate. Van Hecken drifts back a little bit and makes the grab. So that will bring Marvin to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Looks at strike 1. That pitch bounces in. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-2. Marvin goes down swinging. That will end the top of the fourth. Mascara has done very well today. Just unfortunately, he wasn't the first pitcher the Brewers used. We go to the bottom of the fourth, where Ronnie Cedeno will lead things off. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Ryan Braun at the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat, and he will look at strike 1 here. This one nearly hits him. Little brushback slider. And this fastball misses inside. Really working Braun out inside here. Gets him to swing and miss at a palm ball. 2-2. Hits this one. That one is not coming back. Hits that one way up by the windows. His 9th home run of the year. A 442-foot shot. And the Brewers on the board. Makes it 5-1. That will bring Bill Hall to the plate. He looks at strike 1. And this is a line drive into right field. Brewers suddenly springing to life, and Zach misses it. A rare error. So that was a single, but the second base was definitely an error. Brings Nitro to the plate. He swings and misses at a palm ball. Grounds this one foul down the third base line. This is hit towards short. Joey looks the runner back and goes to first. Runner still in scoring position, but there are now 2 outs for Mercado. First pitch stays high. There's a fastball for strike 1. Palm ball swung on and missed. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Brewers do score a run in the fourth. Makes it 5-1, Squirrels lead. Chief is going to lead things off for Indianapolis in the 5th. Sorry, I've been spinning this whole time picking at a scab. I think I finally got it all the way off, and it looks like there's actually skin under there now, so that's good. If you missed it, I sliced a good chunk of my thumb off with a mandolin slicer, and it's starting to really heal up now. It took a while. Anyway, 3-1 the count in this at-bat. This one is called strike 2. We got a full count. Chief swings and misses for strike 3. One down. Terry is 2 for 2. A couple bloops into center field. Hasn't really driven the ball yet, but he's placed it well. He will look at strike 1 on a pitch he should not have swung at. That one he probably should have swung at. It's called strike 2. Swings at this one and fouls it away. This one hit foul again. Oh, it might have been outside, but you got to protect the plate with the 2 strikes. Hits this one. That's maybe the most driven ball he's hit all day. Right up the middle. Is 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Frank is 0 for 2 today. He looks at strike 1 on a fastball in the outer half. Then a high fastball called strike 2. Hits this one. Will it fall in? Braun, no, he's waiting. He hit it a little bit harder than I thought he did. Thought Braun was going to have to come further in for it. 2 away. Tom at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Looks at a strike on the knuckle curve. He's thrown a few of those. Definitely not his primary pitch, though. Well, he gets Tom to swing and miss it there. 1-2 the count. Fastball too low. That fastball down and away. Full count. Runner will be off. And Tom looks at strike 3. I have no idea what he was expecting. Apparently not a fastball. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 5-1 Squirrels lead. Muto is due to lead off for Milwaukee. Excuse me. Jonathan starts him off with a palm ball, but it drifts outside. Winds and comes back with the fastball that Muto was way late on. So throws another fastball that Muto again can't catch up to. And then a slider that's Chief is able to grab on the fly just on the infield grass. So one away, Van Hecken at the plate. He will take a ball inside. That same palm ball keeps missing in the same spot. Comes back with another palm ball. This one is called a strike. Almost felt like Jonathan had to show himself he could throw it for a strike. Van Hecken fouls that pitch away, makes it 1-2. And this one's going to go into center field for a base hit. I'll bring Mosquera to the plate. His average did drop 20 points and making it out in his last at-bat. Has an 0-2 count. There's a called strike 3. 2 outs. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate looks at strike 1. Hold on just a moment. Gwynn swings and misses. Okay, back to it. Tony Gwynn Jr. with an 0-2 count, and he fouls this one away. Tom can't catch up to it near the dugout. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the 5th inning. 5-1 Squirrels lead still. And Zach is due up in the 6th. Jonathan will hit because we want him to pitch the bottom half of the inning. Zach is 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout so far. And he will look at strike 1 on that knuckle curve. Mosquera starting to run out of gas here. We'll see when he really hits E. Zach fouls that one away, just missed it. 1-2. And swings and misses at a forkball for the first out. So that'll bring Joey to the plate. He is 1 for 2. First pitch is called a strike. Pops this one up. Muto is waiting for it at short. 2 away. Jonathan's last chance for a hit. He is struck out and ground out today. First pitch is high. There's for a strike. Looks like this will be Mosquera's last batter. I'm sure he'd like to get out of the inning. And Jonathan will oblige with the ground ball to first. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Ronnie Cedeno due up. Still a 5-1 Squirrels lead. Actually, if you take out the work that Elder did, quote-unquote work, the Brewers are winning this game 1-0. But the Brewers are also about to have to go to their bullpen, so we'll see how that goes for them. We've been beating up bullpens as of late. Cedeno has an 0-2 count. Swings and misses. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring Ryan Braun. He is struck out and homered today in a nearly out of the stadium home run. First pitch is called a strike. He's going to homer again. This one more to center field. Just misses the scoreboard. A 459-foot shot for his 10th home run of the year. Somehow hit it even harder. But again, another solo shot, so the Squirrels still ahead 5-2. Although that does make it a save situation, so that does change how we'll use our bullpen here shortly. So Bill Hall at the plate, 1 away, a 3-run game now. First pitch is called a strike. Swings and misses at a palm ball to make it 0-2. This one is too high. Misses outside. We've got a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Nitro at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Struck out and ground out. Looks at strike 1 here. Another called strike. Makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That ends the 6th inning. The Brewers get another solo Ryan Braun home run. The Squirrels will start off with Kester in the 7th inning. The Brewers will go with Stetter at the mound. It's Mitch Stetter, for the record. I don't really remember this guy in reality. Kester 1 for 3. He will take a ball outside. Fouls this pitch away just over the dugout. The Squirrels dugout down the third base line. And this is going to be hit into center field for Kester's second hit of the day. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He's back right-handed. He's also 1 for 3 today. Hit and run, but the ball goes foul. So we'll try again. Kester stays put this time, and probably a good thing he does. A little pop up to short. 1 away. Chief at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Another hit and run. A high hop to short. Only play is to first, and he's not going to make that one either. The high hop makes that into an infield hit. So runners on first and second with Terry at the plate. Only 1 out. That slider called a strike. Not sure how much I like that call. Hit into right field. Runners should be going back shortly, and there they go. So that's 2 outs in the inning. Frank at the plate. Runners still on first and second. And Frank with his first hit of the game into left, and Kester's going to try to score, and he will make it there. So now the game not a safe situation again. 6-2. Runners still on first and second for Tom. There are still 2 outs. And he's going to put a base hit into left field. Chief's going to come in to score. Apparently Mosquera is the only one that showed up to pitch today. 7-2 Squirrels. Runners on first and second. Zach at the plate. Zach will look at strike 1. This pitch is a slider inside, 1-1. Swings and misses, 1-2. And this one misses outside. Zach does not chase it. Ground ball, this should be it to Muto, who throws to first, and that will bring us to the 7th inning stretch. 7-2 Squirrels. Mercado will lead off for the Brewers on the other side. Alright, we are going to go to the bullpen and go get Gonzalez, who's mostly rested back up. Quinton is going to come into the game to play right field. Alright, Mercado at the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. First pitch is called a strike. Another pitch down and away. 1-1. Splitter low. Gonzalez having a little trouble finding the strike zone here. Gets a swing and a miss on that splitter to make it 2-2. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball. I think it was maybe almost a self-defense swing. Either way, it's the first out of the inning. That brings Muto to the plate. That fastball sails on Gonzalez. Cutter over for a strike. Muto comes up empty on his swing. And the fastball down and away. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Broken bat. Chief will pick this up, throw it to first. 2 down. Van Hecken at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And a line drive to second. Kester makes the grab. We'll go on into the 8th inning. 7-2 Squirrels. Joey will lead things off for Indianapolis. Joey is 1 for 3 today. He will look at strike 1. This pitch is inside, 1-1. Too high, make it 2-1. Changeup, called a strike, makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Quentin at the plate, his first at-bat of the day. And he will bat right-handed, likely his only at-bat of the day. Though the Squirrels are going to have to hit in the 9th, so, we'll see. Has a 2-1 count. That's a pretty good pitch to hit. Quentin let it go by, 2-2. Hits this one into right field. Mercado drifts over and makes the grab. So that'll bring Kester to the plate. He is 2 for 4 today. First pitch is called a strike. Stetter wiping his brow. Kester pops this one into center field. Gwynn makes the grab. So still a 5-run Squirrels lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th. So we'll let Gonzalez pitch another inning. The pitcher spot is due up for Milwaukee. They will pinch hit. And Ricky Weeks is going to come in to hit. Weeks looks to be having a pretty good year off the bench here as he looks at strike 1. Pops this one up, but it will make the seats behind home plate. 0-2. The splitter gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 down, Tony Gwynn Jr. He is 1 for 3 so far. First pitch bounces in. This one hit. That's going to be a fair ball down the right field line. Quentin gets it back in to keep things at a single. Cedeno has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far today. Takes a ball here. Swings and misses to make it 1-1. Next pitch, a fastball that's too far inside. Splitter outside. We got a 3-1 count. And that's going to be a walk. Runners on first and second for Ryan Braun, who has hit some absolute bomb home runs in his last 2 at-bats. Gonzalez gets the call on an iffy pitch to start this at-bat and then follows it up with the ball at his feet. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-2. Over there. Ryan Braun strikes out. Bill Hall is at the plate, still 2 on 2 outs. First pitch, strike 1. Second pitch, hit just foul, just missed first base. 0-2. A fastball misses inside, makes it 1-2. Cutter gets a harmless ground ball to third. Throw to first, that will end the 8th. So we get to the 9th inning. It's 7-2 Squirrels. Marvin at the plate. Bobby Say is going to take over on the mound. Muto is going to come out of the game. Cedeno will move over to second, and Ricky Weeks will take over at... Wait, I think I said that wrong. Cedeno is going to move to shortstop from second, and Ricky Weeks will take over at second. Marvin, still going to bat right-handed. Looks at strike 1. This pitch is too high, makes it 1-1. Ground ball to third. Bill Hall takes care of that. 1 down. Chief at the plate. He is 2 for 4 today. Looks at strike 1. This one bounces in. Say tries again. And this one's going to be hit into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out for Terry, who was 3 for 4 today. All singles until he flew out to center in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that pitch bounces in. 1-2. Called strike 3 on a curveball. 2 away. Frank at the plate. He did get a hit in his last at bat. I believe he was the last Squirrels starting fielder to get a hit. Hits this one behind second base. Cedeno goes out, and he's the one that will make the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Nitro's going to lead off for the Brewers. Brewers need 5 to stay alive. And we are going to go to the bullpen. Normally this would be Zapp, but I want him to rest up because he might be starting here as soon as tomorrow. So we'll get Jones because he was supposed to pitch during Graves' last start and he didn't do it. Frank made that last out. Not that it should matter. We'll put Miyake out there in left. Yeah, that's fine. I thought about switching Quinton and Miyake, but this is fine. And Nitro 0 for 3 today. Has a couple strikeouts in the process. That one is going over the fence. Right around the foul pole. His 6th home run of the year. 364-foot shot. Not super deep, but right down the line. Makes it a 7-3 ball game. Gonna get a replay of that one. I think we got a replay of all the home runs, actually, which makes sense. They probably deserve it. Our games are not typically home run heavy. This 3 home runs in one game is a ton for us. Fortunately, they were just all hit by Milwaukee. I believe that was Mercado that popped that up. Here's Ricky Weeks not batting in the 9-hole like he should be. Has magically transformed into the 7-hole hitter. Has a 1-1 count. This one up the middle for a base hit. Actually, that's going to be at least a double. Ricky Weeks booking it. Cruises in for a stand-up double. Van Hecken at the plate. There is 1 out. Jones starts off the breaking ball for strike 1. Follows that up with a high fastball that's called strike 2. Another high fastball that's going to be put into left field for a base hit. That's going to score another run. This is technically a save situation. 7-4. We'll give Jones a chance to get out of this. Scott is going to come in to pinch hit into the pitcher spot. Runner on first still. First pitch called a strike. This one is hit into left field. Jones getting a bit shelled here. Top of the order. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate. He will swing and miss at a breaking ball. Gets a pop-up foul, but it will make the seats. 0-2. Fastball in the dirt. Gwynn lets it go. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Brings Ronnie Cedeno to the plate. He bunts with 2 outs. Don't know what that's about. But it's going to work. Tom was a little slow getting rid of that. So bases loaded. Ryan Braun. If he hits another home run, the Brewers win this ball game. He has an 0-2 count, though. Does not chase the high fastball. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is your ball game, but boy, did it get a little spicy there at the end. Your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 7, Milwaukee Brewers 4. But that does not tell the story of that 9th inning. Not Jones's greatest outing, but he did enough. 5 of the 7 Squirrels runs were scored in the first inning when Elder, the starter, couldn't even get out of the first. All right, Chief is your player of the game for knocking in the first run of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we got the Brewers again tomorrow. We'll see you then.